Hey guys, I'm super excited and I stopped by today to share 3 makeup tips for fall with you guys. So this is your breakpoint coaching moment. I'm super excited to be able to share with you something that happened with me yesterday, or happened my experience yesterday, that led me to want to share these makeup tips with you. So my trusty little fall leaf friend is going to be with us as we talk for a moment. But yesterday I had the opportunity to set up as a vendor at an event at a local community college where I was there with other vendors. Mary Kay Makeup was next to me, my sister Garlinda, and realtors and such. Well, I was there with my book, Superb Woman from Bad Girl to God's Girl, and also to share my coaching services through Breakpoint. And a woman that we knew came by to see about us, or she happened to actually be stopping through because she worked at the college. But when she saw us, she stopped because we've known her for over 30 years. She's our mother's neighbor, and we've just grown up knowing her and consider her to be family. So the importance of this whole conversation and what I'm sharing with you today, and how I came to want to talk with you about these 3 makeup tips, is that she stopped at my table and she looked at the book, and on my sign up sheet it says, if you're interested in life coaching, put your name down, your email, phone number, and check yes or no. And so she looked at the coaching and she said life coaching. She said, I just don't know. And she was saying it more to herself than to me. And she sort of looked through my book, flipped through it, and read it, and then she proceeded to go next door to my sister's table, where her table is just filled with gorgeous cosmetics. I'm wearing Glamit today, so this is my shout out to Glamit Cosmetics. Great line. Check it out on Facebook under Garlinda Price. But she went to Garlinda's table and proceeded to buy foundation, lip gloss. I don't know what all she bought. And she looked over at me in the middle of making her purchase, and I could tell she felt bad, and I felt bad for her that she felt bad, because my sister and I are twins, and it's almost like when you're a mom, you have that mom guilt that if you buy something from one, you have to buy from the other type thing. And so I decided if she came back to try to buy something, I wouldn't stop her, but I would let her know, I know you love me and you don't need to make a purchase to feel, not feel guilty. But she looked over at me and she sort of smiled, and she walked back over after she completed her purchase, and she touched my books and she said, I just need to take care of my outer man first. She was like, I just need some makeup to cover this up. And she was like, I just need to deal with my outside. And so I wasn't sure how to, how I felt about that. Because definitely as a coach, I deal with the inner man. But it really spoke volumes to me, because she said, I just need to focus on my outer man right now. And I said, okay. I said, well, just work from the outside in, just do your best. I just try to meet people where they are. But as I was meditating this morning, thank you, Christy Johnson, of Johnson Consulting. Check her out on Facebook also. She's awesome. I thought about, she said, just sit with the Spirit and see what He would have you to share, and, just give to, to your Facebook family and friends each day. And so what came to me was this whole conversation about how she said, I need to work on my outer man first. And I just tell you, I totally don't agree with that. And not because I want people to come to me for life coaching or that type of thing, but we absolutely have to work from the inside out. There was a time in my life where I did cover up with makeup. I would make up my face. I would do my hair. I mean, I was gorgeous. I told people, I said, honey, I was the bomb.com. And one day God came along and He said, I want you to cut all your hair off. And I want you to not wear makeup until a season that I release you back to wear makeup. And He was showing me in that season, and that lasted 2 years, He said, I'm trying to work with your inner man and teach you to love yourself from the inside out, and let your light shine from within, and learn to have self-love and realize that you're beautiful regardless of if you never put a drop of makeup on your face, you never fix your hair again. You are beautiful in my sight, because in Psalm 139 it says we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And so often I believe, this is just my own opinion, that people avoid dealing with their inner man. It's so much easier to just put makeup on it, and on him or her, to put on a great bow tie, to smell good, to look good, and to look great and present this beautiful image. But inside, we're really dying. I'm going to let that settle in. We're really dying. Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. There's some turmoil because there are these things that we are processing inside, and they've just not manifested outwardly yet. But believe me, there will come a time where they will intercede, they will connect, they will meet each other on the road. And so in this season, I really was struggling to master holiness. And for those of you that are lay people, I was struggling to stop sleeping with men who were not my husband, and letting that be what dictated whether or not I was acceptable or beautiful or what have you. And really the enemy was using that to pervert my beauty. He would use my beauty to draw men, and then they would say, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And then of course I fall in love, get knocked over the head, and I just will repeat the cycle over and over again. And when I tell you I spent 21 years, I'm 47, 21 years I wasted in that cycle until God told me, let's just strip you bare and start over with a clean palette and a clean slate and a clean foundation. So I came by today to help somebody out. So don't lie to yourself and convince yourself that you want to work on your outer man first. It's never going to work, because the outer man, the beauty is going to fade. But the inner man, that's what's going to stand. The Spirit of God, the Spirit that you have in you, is what's going to elevate after you pass away. Now, this is important too from a business perspective, because whatever's going on internally, it's going to make its way outside. It's going to make its way through your actions. It's going to make its way through your conversations. It's going to make its way through your face. Ultimately, your face is going to age, and sometimes situations age us. And so today, my 3 makeup tips for fall are: 1, to choose your color. I know we talk about colors in the sense of matching foundations and things like that, but what color is your heart? What color is your heart? 2, and I'm going to look at my notes so you'll see me looking down, is get new brushes and clean your existing brushes. So when you have makeup or you wear makeup, you have to, over time, replace your brushes, but intermittently you can clean your brushes, because they get makeup, it gets caked up, it gets built up, and they get nasty, and they can cause your skin to break out. But ultimately, over time, after that process of cleaning has taken place and the brushes start to fall apart and the bristles start to fall out, you have to get a new set of brushes. And so I want you to think about, is it time to get a new set of brushes, or do you need to clean the brushes that you're currently dealing with? And what do those brushes look like for you? The brushes for me look like dealing with the color of my heart and going in there and, just sort of digging around and not putting makeup on the outside of it, but really looking around inside and just kind of dusting off and seeing what is it that I'm really dealing with here. And then my 3rd makeup tip for fall is that you apply the word, because the Bible says in John 8:32, it says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And so the truth is so much different than the lie that we tell ourselves. The lie that we tell ourselves is, okay, I'll just put some makeup on and I'll just deal with that later. I gotta go. I gotta get to work. I've got to just move on. I got to keep it moving. You can't. All the makeup in the world is not going to fix the situation that you're trying to avoid, because ultimately it will come back up, whatever that is. So we have to first start with applying the word. John 8:32, you shall know the truth. In Psalm 51, the Bible says that it's in the inner place that you will make me to know wisdom, is what David was saying. And that meant that God deals with the inner man. And that's where the wisdom, the truth has to take place. And then that will manifest in a cleansed heart, a pure spirit, a peaceful mind. And then we will become beautiful without the aid of makeup. So then when we put makeup on, it's just enhancing the beauty and the light that is already shining forth from a free soul. The other tip that I want to share is 1 Peter 3:3. That is a bonus tip. So 1 Peter 3:3. I encourage you to read the Message version, because it talks about the inner beauty and the outer beauty. And so this is my 3 makeup tips for fall. And if you apply these 3 makeup tips, then your beauty is sure to follow, inner and outer. Your inner and your outer man will connect and collide and become as one. And then also joy, grace, and peace shall follow. You name it, all the things that you desire. So I just came by today to share my 3 makeup tips for fall with you. And I hope that you'll apply them. I hope this speaks to your heart. God bless you. If you want to talk with me more about this, or you want to meet me one-on-one, I encourage you to reach out to me on social media under Dr. Patrice Carter. You can also reach me at becomegodsgirl.com. And I'll put that in the information box below. And lastly, I have some events coming up. I'm located in Fayetteville, North Carolina, And I have events coming up in Fayetteville, North Carolina, as well as Raleigh, North Carolina, which is in our state capital. And those will be posted throughout my social media pages and on Eventbrite under Dr. Patrice Carter. So if you just type that in, you'll find my events. I would love to see you. Some of them are completely free and others are paid, but they're all totally affordable. In fact, they're priceless because the information that I will share will be life-changing. So I can't wait to meet you. Can't wait to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts. Okay? God bless you. And remember your 3 makeup tips for fall. So I'm going to play this song for you. I know this is kind of a long video as we go out, but it's called Here's My Heart by Lauren Daigle. And it says, the lyrics go, here's my heart, Lord, speak what is true. God bless you.
Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Speak what is true.
See you later.